To bring on Gladys from Encinitas, California. She is next. Following Gladys, we have EO, Palmer, and then Squeak Mizell. All right. I'm waiting for oh, sorry. A little stutter there. Hey, welcome on.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for figuring it out. Now I was feeling that like pressure of, oh my gosh, we're going to get cut off. So now we can just be a little more relaxed.
Good.
So I'll give you oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just ready to thank you and Elizabeth for inviting me. This is so exciting.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Well, we can thank Doctor of Art, Elizabeth Matthews, for connecting us. So you two met on Instagram too.
Yes.
And that is how we connected. So it's kind of the beauty of the virtual world is I think, in some ways we are not getting, there's nothing like seeing art in person. Like, I don't think anyone will deny that. But there's this other thing about the virtual world that, especially now, is bringing people together in this intimate way that I think is awesome. So
I think so too. I've seen so many artists giving so much as well. They're doing free art classes, gatherings, and like you doing the live stream. So that's really great, I think.
Yeah. So let's hear it. Tell us a little bit about what this has been like for you and what work you're making.
Well, I work from home, my studio. I converted my living room into my studio. So I'm in my happy place. And I began an animal series back in December. My daughter came from Florida to visit and we went to the San Diego Zoo, and I had done a series before, like 5 years back, but I stopped on animals and I thought, it's time to do it all over again. So I've been working on a series of realistic paintings. I like to paint in oil, but I also do abstract. So I take turns. I may do one realistic one and then go and do an abstract one. So that's what I've been working on right now. I can show you this if you want.
Yeah, let's definitely see your work. And I think the theme of the day, at least 50% of the theme, is let's paint animals. They're the best.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. Sorry.
Here they are.
All right. Yeah, let's take a look. A little close. Go ahead and show us.
This is the orangutan. This was my first one from this series.
From the animal series. Beautiful.
And then I did some red foxes.
Love it.
And then I did the lemurs. And, I'm learning so much about these animals. Some of them are really going on the endangered species list, and some of them, like the lemurs, they're the top mammals on the extinct. And a lot of lemurs have already been extincted, actually, because of the loss of habitat.
Sure.
And then elephants. My daughter wanted rhinos, so I did rhinos. And I have the giraffe and lamb. And I'm working on, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I love the sheep.
Thank you. I'm working on these two right now. And I also do abstract. This particular piece was supposed to be at the Mona Nico Gallery this April, but because of the pandemic, it was canceled. So hopefully in August, we can go back and I can exhibit that one then. But yeah, I've been doing also collage. I like abstract, and I found some beautiful papers and I've been collaging them. And if you notice, I also like to use symbols like the 18, my birthday. If you notice, most of my paintings will have an 18. And some people don't notice it, but a lot of people do. And they ask me, what is the 18?
Yeah, I think numerology pops up in a lot of different artists' work. I love it. We all have our sneaky ways.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what I've been doing.
That's amazing. Yeah, and it's interesting. So we have Sarah Askin on here, who is a gallery manager in Newburgh, and we just did a endangered species show, which also got me kind of out of my comfort zone, and I did some animal drawing. So it's definitely fun to jump between abstract and realism, and I love that you do that. It's never a shortage of ideas, right?
Well, why limit ourselves? We're so creative. Why limit ourselves to one type of art? If you feel like making different kinds of art, different mediums, different, just different types, I think it should be okay.
I think that's so true. I feel like often back in the day in school, I felt like I had to just be one thing, and then I met an artist actually a German artist who's like does music and paintings and installation and ceramics and this, and she was a little bit older than me, and I was like, you know, you felt so free when you can kind of realize like what are we limiting ourselves for, you know? So I love that. And okay, so Elizabeth says you also do figures sometimes, so that would be fun to see. So
That's actually my favorite. Figure painting is actually my
it's your
favorite.
favorite.
Yes.
And do
So
you have, I forgot to ask this. I'm so sorry to all the other artists. I meant to say the final question was supposed to be what work people have for sale right now. So quickly to say, definitely after all these lives are over, please check out all of the artists' Instagram pages and see both like what shows they have coming up and as well what work they may or may not have for sale, because it would be great. Any way we can garner support is awesome right now. So do you have any work for sale right now?
all my work is on my website. I
Cool.
don't have any particular work for sale, but I am participating in the Artist Pledge. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. We, an artist commits to sell pieces of $200 or less.
Oh,
And
I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, and for every 1,000 that you sell, you promise to buy another piece of work that is at least
Oh, I
$200.
love that. I
So
think that's a great idea. So that's yeah,
yeah,
I'll share a little bit more about that in stories for all the watchers because I saw a couple different artists doing that, which is a cool way for people to collect at like a lower cost and
yeah,
then be able to build up.
yeah. So definitely, I discount my paintings just for that because it's supporting other artists. So
For
that's.
sure. Any final thoughts before we head out?
I want to say it's okay to do nothing because
That's true.
when the pandemic hit and all these free classes and workshops and seminars were available, it's like I jumped in, I signed in, and the first week I was like overwhelmed with all this information, and I said, you know what? No, it's okay just to do nothing and just be, contemplate, meditate. Even if it's just looking out the window and looking at nature or a tree or whatever you have. That's what I do.
Absolutely. I think that's a very important. There's a lot of, I found myself signing up for like four different things and I was like, this is great. And then at the end of every night, I go, wow.
Yeah.
So it's good, totally good to relax. And I think if anything, everyone in the world right now just needs to like the nature people, everyone just take a deep breath. You know, it's a good time for people to take a deep breath and kind of recalibrate, you know? So thank you so much, Gladys. It was great to meet you. And everyone definitely follow her. We
Thank,
will jump on to our final two artists now. Thank
thank you
you,
so much.
Gladys. Great to meet you.
Have a good day, you guys. Bye.
All right.